Good evening. An unemployed university graduate who says she was forced to take an unpaid job stacking shelves at Poundland has begun an historic legal challenge against the government. Cait Reilly from Birmingham claims it was a breach of her human rights.
The 23-year-old had to leave her voluntary work placement at a museum in order to take up the bargain store job. Now, she feared if she didn't, she would lose her job seekers allowance. Our correspondent Alison Mackenzie was in court and has our top story tonight.
Support for Cait Reilly's case outside the High Court in London today. She and her lawyers are challenging the legality of the government's work programme. It arranges unpaid placements with companies as a stepping stone towards permanent paid employment. Cait Reilly stacked shelves at Poundland in King's Heath in Birmingham in the run-up to Christmas last year. She says she did it because she believed if she didn't, she would lose her job seekers allowance.
My experience only lasted 2 weeks, but under these regulations, some people have to do unpaid work for up to 6 months. Forcing people to work for free does nothing to tackle the causes of long-term unemployment. I'm bringing this claim because I think the regulations under which thousands of job seekers like me can be forced to work for free are unlawful and should be quashed.
She claims it was a breach of the Human Rights Act, under which no one shall be required to do forced or compulsory labour. Cait Reilly did work as a volunteer in a museum. At the time, she had to give it up for the Poundland job.
The government's mismanagement of these flagship reforms has resulted in a complete shambles where nobody understands the plethora of very different schemes that have been created and where the only ones benefiting are the companies receiving free labour. Nothing has been done to improve the employment prospects of our clients.
The government argues this case should be dismissed. On human rights, they say there was never a question of forced labour. Possibly removing benefits is not the same as insisting someone works against their will. The court case is expected to last 2 days, after which the judgment will be reserved to be heard at a later date. Alison Mackenzie at the High Court in London for Central Tonight.
A man